about the C9th chord. And what would be the C9th without the F9th? So, hey, we got to look at these chords, and then I got a couple of diminished to add to it. So I think we're going to have something special here to go over. And just wanted to first remind everyone that coming up next week, I'm leaving on a road trip. I'll be visiting mom and pop shops and stopping at special places to play my guitar. Haven't decided which guitar I'm going to bring. I think I know. You can't go anywhere without a guitar. If you're a guitar player, you know what I'm talking about. You gotta bring a guitar with you. I mean, even when I first came to California, I hitchhiked here. I was back in the 70s. That's when I was young and crazy. I hitchhiked here from New York. And on the way, of course, I had my guitar. But on the way, I got separated from that guitar. And I'll never forget that day. Because we were in Council Bluff, Iowa. And just hitchhiking through this beautiful corn country. And we got picked up by a big, huge 16-wheeler. Actually, it was a double trailer truck. It was huge. And I don't know, you haven't lived unless you've ridden in one of those big old trucks. I mean, they vibrate so much, your head's bobbing around as you're going down the road, and there's the roar of the truck. And yeah, it's quite an experience. But the thing we didn't know was that the driver of that truck, and I'm not even sure he knew, he was driving a stolen truck. And of course we got pulled over, and I got separated from my gear and from my guitar and from my friends as they hauled us all down to the police station. They didn't really arrest us. I mean, I think they were thinking about it, but they realized we were just hitchhikers. So they took us out. After they figured that all out, they brought us down to where the railroad tracks were and encouraged us to hop a train. We didn't hop a train. I said no. I heard too many stories, and that was back in the 70s, so hey. But anyway, so I got separated from my guitar. I don't know how I'm telling you this. But anyways, I guess every time I go on a road trip, of course, now I drive. I don't hitchhike anymore. That was a long time ago. That was a different me. That was before my born again experience, which I'll have to tell you about sometime. But you know what? When I get ready to travel sometimes, some of the things come to mind, and you can't help but think about them. They were crazy times. Now I can laugh about it. Back then, that really frightened me, getting separated from everybody and everything. So, yeah. Anyways, but I survived, and I'm here, and I'm still breathing. And so today we're gonna look at my another chord progression, but it's kind of got this jazzy bossa nova kind of feel to it. And it's kind of neat because it's got some chords that you might find them a little bit difficult at first, but if you can get them down, they're just a lot of fun. They are so much fun. Okay? And so let's just get into it, because I just spent 4 minutes and probably made a bunch of people mad because I'm talking too much. But I wish they would learn to just fast forward. All you have to do is hold your finger down on the front of if you've got an iPhone, on the video, just hold your finger on it, and they'll just fast forward everything I'm saying. Just move you right ahead. And then they have chapters. If you look down below, there's chapters. It's supposed to be automatic. I'm not setting them up, but they're down there. But anyways, I'm taking up more time, more precious time, before I get into this little lesson that I'm going to share with you. Okay, so let's talk about the C9 chord. The C9th chord can be found. Well, let me show it to you. I'm going to put the chord chart up there. And when you look at that chord chart, you'll realize that your second finger is on the 5th string, and we're counting strings 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up to 6. So 6 is the low E, okay? So on the 5th string, put your second finger, and then take your pointer finger, your first finger, and put it, right there on the 2nd fret, and that's going to be the 4th string. And then take your third or your ring finger, put it on the third string, and your pinky or your fourth finger, put it on the second string. You see the chord up there? It's actually not a very difficult chord to actually create. You know, it's comfortable. It's a comfortable chord. Now, if you were going to call this a C minor ninth chord, then what happens is it gets uncomfortable because you have to take this finger and you have to move it back a fret. Upset. So it changes a little bit. But we're not doing that. We're doing the C ninth instead of the C minor ninth. Okay? All right. So there we have it, the C ninth. Now what's nice about this chord is the fact that your middle finger is just in the perfect place to help you pick up some bass notes. And so what do I mean by that? Well, when you pluck this, your three fingers here are going to be dedicated to strings 2, 3, and 4. And your thumb is going to have string 5, but it also is going to have string 6. Okay? So we're kind of breaking the rules of how I usually will do finger picking. And but to start with, just take your thumb and press the fifth, or strike the fifth string, and then all three strings together on these for these three fingers. That's strings 2, 3, and 4. So you got that? Okay. Now here's the thing: is you can pick up this middle finger here and just put it over on the 3rd fret of the 6th string. Hear that? So. All I'm doing is alternating back and forth. Okay, so get into the groove of that. Get that chord down. Make sure your thumb is kind of behind everything. It doesn't have to be all the way back. You can see it. I have it just a little bit starting to peek up over the horizon here. See my thumb? But it's comfortable, and my wrist is comfortable. It's not way out this way. It's not way back this way. It's just, just very comfortable. Okay, so there we go. So let's try this. Come on, get a hold of it. Pick up that finger and put it down. Okay, so if you don't have that yet, then, work on it. Just do a little bit at a time till you can get it down. Or maybe slow it down and just do this for a while instead of this. So now that we have that, and you can see at a certain point I started hitting the strings so I could pick up a little bit of rhythm with that as well. Okay, so it's something to work on, play with, just, sit down on the couch when you don't have anything to do and just work on that chord and work on picking up that bass note. Okay, all right. So now that the next chord is going to be the same shape, so don't change it. Basically, we're just going to take that shape and we're going to move it all the way up to the 7th fret, so that your pointer finger is on the 7th fret, 4th string. Okay, see that? And the nice thing about it is you can do the same thing with the bass note using your middle finger. So work on that. So here we go. We're going to put them together now. Isn't that neat? Back. Almost missed it. Now we're going to change chords. Now what did I just do there? Okay, so let me show you the next chord. Now the next chord, these are diminished chords, okay? And the first one is an F minor 7th, and it's actually flat 5, but we'll just call it F minor 7 for short. You can see it up there on the chart, but it's a diminished chord, okay? There it is, and you can see the shape of it. And once again, this is a real comfortable chord. This is not. If you take a look at it, well, let's just lay it down first. The 5th string, 8th fret, okay? Put your pointer finger. The 3rd string, and on that 3rd string, the 8th fret, put your 2nd finger, okay? When I say 2nd finger, it's your middle finger. And then take your ring finger and put it on the 4th string, and it's going to be on the 9th fret. And then on the 2nd string, put your pinky finger, and it's on the 9th fret. There it is right there. You're not going to play these notes out here, just the middle notes. Again, it's the thumb has the 5th string, and these fingers have strings 2, 3, and 4. Okay? That is the F minor 7th. It's a flat 5. It's a diminished chord. And then what we're going to do, go to the next chord, is a D minor 7th. It's the same shape. All you're going to do is you're going to slide that down to where your pointer finger is going to hit the 5th fret. Okay, so it goes. Okay. Now the neat thing is, well, you don't use the bass notes on that. It's just those it's only going to be these formations. So it goes together like this. Okay, so what I did was I quickly went over to the F minor 7th, went down to the D minor 7th, and then I hit a G chord. You can play it G if you want, or you can bar it G. Okay, and I think everybody knows G by now. Or you can make it the F-shaped G. And then you go back to the C9. And if you want, you can close it up with a C major 7th. Okay? So you got to work on that. We're running out of time here. But, spend some time. All right. So work on those, and I'll put the chord charts up on there so you can go back after it and see if you can get it worked out, or make your own version of it. Maybe there's only a few of those chords you can take in and work with, otherwise you get confused. If that's what happens, then just work with what you have. So we're going to close right here, and I think that's it. So I hope you have a great day or night, wherever you are in this world.